خب درود دوستان، در اینجا میخوایم به سوالات اسپیکینگ تست اول کمبریج آیلتس 20 پارت سوم خیلی سریع پاسخ بدیم. What are the most popular kinds of plays or shows at theaters in your country? Well, I'm not really sure because I'm not a type of guy who goes to movie theaters to watch movie. I just sit at home and watch it in my computer. But I think the most popular was, like many other countries, are probably dramas or thrillers or other genres like that. And satirical works also are very popular in my country. I'm not sure why some of them are more popular than others, but in general, I think these are the most attractive ones. And there are some other kind of plays and programs available at movie theaters for kids, because a lot of families also show interest in going there. So this is what I know about it. How easy is it to get tickets to the theater? I think it's not very difficult in my country because people do not show a lot of interest in going to movie theaters. I don't know why. Maybe because of the restrictions that the government always impose for producers, directors, story writers, and so on. So they make it less interesting because of the Islamic rules. Also, the performance of female characters are prohibited in different ways. It's not always a bad thing, but it negatively affects the number of people who go to movie theaters on a regular basis. So as a result, the tickets will be easier to get in my country compared to many other countries. Do you think theaters need to do more to attract younger audiences? I think as much as they can, they are doing their best, but probably there's always a room for improvement in everything. This is my personal opinion. So movie theaters are not an exception. They can work on more in-depth works, and they can do more to understand how young people think and how they can be attracted. Of course, it's not an easy job because a lot of different media, both at home and abroad, compete very much for their attention. So it's not very easy to grab their attention simply by showing something flashy or producing some action scenes. It's much more than that these days. It's very difficult to compete in that level. What do you think attracts people to working as an actor? I think it's well known that young people are always attracted to become an actor because of the probably fame and the glamorous lifestyles that are portrayed of actors and actresses. And young people always want a lot. There's no limitation in their brain, in their mind. And what they want is to be something spectacular, have a different lifestyle because they think they're capable of that. Sometimes it's true. And actor is a perfect example of someone who has no limitation in achievement. Although it's in most cases it's not possible because there's a lot of competition, and you have to be unique, and you have to have a lot of relations and commitment, and a lot of other factors stops you from getting there. But these are the reasons why many young people want to be an actor. What are some of the qualities that a person needs to have if they want to become an actor? As I was saying in the previous question, a lot of commitment is the first step because it takes years for you to become a famous actor. And it's not always just the personal qualities and skills that you need to have. You have to have certain relations with powerful people, and probably you have to sign important documents with them. It's just glamorous outside, if you ask me. In many cases, probably they are probably rich, but they are not as happy as they show other people that they are. So I think the qualities might be very different, but it doesn't necessarily has to do with art or the acting and things like this. There's much more to that for a person to become a famous actor. Can you think of any disadvantages of working as an actor? You know, when you become an actor, a rather famous actor and a well-known one, there's a lot of social responsibilities, and you have to watch every step of your life because a lot of people are watching you. When you do when you do good and you make progress in your career, well, some people are jealous, and if you make one mistake, not only those people who have already been jealous, but a lot of your own fans can turn against you, and that's a real possibility as has happened around the world in Western societies, in the East, and everywhere. So that's one huge disadvantage. And the other big problem I think with acting is that your glamorous lifestyle and your good days, your heydays, is rather short one. Like for example, a sports star or many other people who are very famous for a very short time, and then they have to struggle for a very basic life because they have not built a secure career somewhere else. So I think these are just a few huge disadvantages of being an actor.